I swore to myself I'd never do this again, but as Skipper from Madagascar once said, desperate times call for desperate measures. So 2 weeks ago, I did the unthinkable. I got back on Tinder, and Bumble, and Hinge, cause why the hell not? But since I already knew based on both past experiences and statistics that a heterosexual man finding success on a dating app is slim to none, I figured, why not just have some fun with it?
May I help you? We'll be asking the questions, old man. Who are you? I am you. No, not me, you. Yes, I am you. Just answer the damn questions. Who are you? I have told you. Are you deaf? No, you is blind. I'm not blind, you blind. That is what I just said. You just said what? I did not say what. I said you. That's what I'm asking you. You just answering. Shut up.
I don't know. I thought it was funny. Why did Spike from X-Men Evolution never become like a thing? He was an original character invented for the show who, in my opinion, had a really cool power set. But unlike X-23, who was also invented for X-Men Evolution, Evan Daniels' Spike was never folded into the continuity. Spike was brought into the show because the main team of X-Men were much younger in this version, and since they didn't want to age down Storm because they wanted her to be a mentor figure, they still wanted that black representation in the main cast, just decided to create a new character who more fit the vibe of the show they were going for. So they created Evan Daniels, a young athletic skateboarder who's also Storm's nephew, with the power to produce organic projectile spikes from his body. Spike was one of my favorite characters on the show growing up because I really related to him. Like, I was kind of this academic underachiever who was always slacking off from his studies to do his own thing, but when the situation got serious, so did he. Thought his rivalry with Quicksilver was really well developed in that first episode, and I really wish they explored that more as the series went on. I also liked how later on in the series, when the mutants got exposed to the world, he kind of became that one character who was like, man, fuck these humans, they don't like us, I don't like them. And as his powers evolved and he left the team to join the Morlocks and became kind of this armadillo character with flaming spikes, Bro became a certified goon. He was bout that street life. Xavier and the X-Men were all like, oh, let's hold hands and sing Kumbaya. Spike was like, nah, wish a motherfucker would say some shit to me about mutants. I wish they would. Point where even had Wolverine going, I mean, is he wrong though? Spike might not have been the best character on the show, but I always thought he had a lot of potential. It was always weird to me that he was just kind of left to fade into obscurity. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna say, oh, he's too similar to Marrow, who is a character in the comics who has pretty much an identical power set. But I'm gonna call bullshit on that, because they brought X-23 into the comics, who's pretty much just female Wolverine. And sure, you can say, oh, it's different because she's a female clone of Wolverine, so there's a reason for it. But this is the Marvel Universe we're talking about. We already have multiple telepaths, multiple speedsters, multiple people with super strength, multiple people with rock skin. How many characters are there in Marvel, mutant or otherwise, who have fire-based abilities? A shit ton. But would it really be that much of a stretch for there to be 2 characters with bone-like spikes? Also, let's not act like Marrow is this iconic fan-favorite character with legions of followers. If we're being honest, she's a G-list mutant at best. You could kill her off tomorrow, and I guarantee you no more than 3 people are kicking up a fuss about it. So you might as well just do it. Bring him into the comics. Hashtag bring back Spike.
I did it because I liked
Order.
it. Hell, I loved it. I'm sitting here, I'm just itching. I'm itching to do it again. And you think, what? You think you're gonna send me to a nut house? Some doctor, they're gonna get me to stop from doing what I want to do? Well, that ain't happening. Not on my watch.
No, Spike is not a gender-bent version of Marrow. Or at least, that's not what the writers of X-Men Evolution intended for him to be. This is Spike, the character who was created for the cult classic X-Men Evolution animated series, introduced as Storm's nephew who could shoot bone-like spikes out of his body. This is Marrow, an obscure 90s X-Men character who started out as a member of the Morlocks, and later briefly joined the X-Men, who could also shoot bone-like spikes out of her body. While Marrow's introduction in the comics does predate Spike by quite a bit, the creation of the characters has nothing to do with each other. In fact, when the creators of X-Men Evolution came up with the idea for Spike, they didn't even know Marrow was a thing. As you can see in this very early concept art, the character of Spike was originally going to be called Armadillo. And the initial idea was for him to have more of a protective exoskeleton as opposed to the projectile Spike. They kept workshopping the idea until eventually we got the Spike that we all know from the cartoon. Although they later go on to redesign him to look more Armadillo-like when he had his secondary mutation. But still, it is kind of funny how Spike and Marrow had pretty much the same character arc, but in reverse. Marrow starting out as a member of the Morlocks who later joined the X-Men, while Spike started as an X-Man who later joined the Morlocks. If I had to guess, I'd say the writers probably found out about the Marrow character later in the game and just kind of decided to lean more into that angle. But based on all the research I've done, the similarities between the 2 characters seem purely coincidental. I saw a lot of people in my last video saying that Spike was adapted into some of the live-action X-Men movies, as this random Magneto foot soldier in X-Men The Last Stand, and this guy who Mystique saved from General Stryker in X-Men Days of Future Past, but I'd hardly call either of them an adaptation, because they're clearly not the same character. Even down to the fact that the wiki refers to this character as Spike spelled with an I, while X-Men Evolution Spike is spelled with the Y. And since, as we've already established, him and Marrow have the same abilities, these 2 characters could just as easily be references to Marrow as they could be to Spike, but I'd have to do some more research to know for sure. So yeah, hope that clears everything up, and if you're fly like me, give me a follow. This was the moment I knew Spike from X-Men Evolution was about that life.
Give it up, Daniels. You're out of your league. Not this time, Pietro.
Imagine trying to chase a speedster on a skateboard. Woo! Nah, this constant disrespect from Pietro needs to stop,
no matter
bro.
What I do.
Holy.
Spike boy, say bye-bye to Bayville.
His super speed was
We have to stop him.
I've tried. He's just too fast. I thought you said all that training stuff would help.
Training's just one part of it, Spike. Teamwork's another.
Power of friendship, dog. Needs that friends and family power up.
Gene, he can't run if his feet are off the ground.
On it!
Hey, what's going on?
Oh shit. He on that Beyblade timing. He's letting it rip.
Hold on to this, baby. It's Twister time!
Nah, Quicksilver is a problem, bro. He needs to be dealt with. Holy. I find it funny that like he was shown to be this OP in his first episode, but proceeded to never use his powers to this capacity ever again.
Spike! Lock and load!
Alright, he's pulling out the blicky, let's do it! Yo, get this nigga, bro. You know Spike was aiming for somewhere much more critical, but because it's a kid's show, they had to just like pin him to the wall. But like,
Not so fast
if this
now,
was like
are
a
ya,
PG-13
Quicksilver?
show,
Yeah.
he would have
What
just
good
like
to
put
you,
some holes in
Daniels?
that boy.
You still can't prove I had anything to do with getting you in trouble, can ya?
Ooh, sounds like a challenge.
Word?
I got it all right here.
Actually,
Son, caught in 4K.
do something about it?
My man pulled out the
Good
receipts.
shot, dude. Looks like some of that training did pay off.
Nah, Spike is a real nigga, bro. For real.
Hey!
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, let me go!
Joe
Hey!
punk ass. Whenever I have one of those days where I feel stupid or mentally inferior, I just remember that Mystique really thought she could hang with my girl Storm in a 1v1. Damn, that mansion was always looking clean, I ain't gonna lie.
Well,
Oh shit.
look what the cat dragged in.
Haha, I see what she did there. Ain't no way! Ain't no way she tried to kick lightning!
As do my own recruits. Mutant pitted against mutant.
Son!
One shot.
She's just washing her! Holy! Bro! She controls the
Give up
weather!
and I'll make this quick,
And
Wind
you're hitting
Rider.
her with flying
I shouldn't
sidekicks.
even have to prove myself to him.
Jiu-Jitsu is not gonna save you, bitch!
I don't know why you have chosen to attack me. And in truth, I don't much care. This
Pecker
is
ass.
my home. And you are not welcome here.
Damn right. Damn! She rocked her shit, yo. She slept her. Holy. Storm did her like Jake Paul did Tyron Woodley. Gave her that Guy Gardner one-punch special. Only thing missing from this scene is Chris Tucker coming in saying, "You got knocked the fuck out."
Feel like I'm by, cause you're one of the guys.
Yeah, I feel like I missed something. At what point did Drake just become a walking Boondocks character? Like deadass, if I had my eyes closed and you asked me if this was Drake or Gangstalicious on the mic, I don't think I'd be able to tell you. I just can't wait to see when the merch starts dropping.